Hello there, Internet. This is Dylan here, and I wanted to share what my top 10, as of this moment, my top 10 anime that I've watched or I'm currently watching. So let's get started. Now, this number 10 is a bit one of those sort of controversial of they liked it, they didn't like it, or they're somewhere in the middle. And that is Tokyo Ghoul. And the reason that people didn't like it was because the first season was they didn't like that the first season was rushed. Supposedly that's how this third season is going right now, is that it's being rushed, which I can see for the first episode, but after that I think kind of stretched a little bit. But the biggest thing for that was the second season, which altered the story from the manga. But, and I read an article about this, the original author of the manga actually wanted or preferred this alternate story of this part of Tokyo Ghoul than the manga, than his. Like he actually liked this alternate version, and I'll leave a link to that in the description. I'll leave a link to that article in the description if I remember. Now, number 9, Death Note. Now Death Note is a lot. Some of my friends like in their very top favorite because that is one of the first ones that they've watched and have got really engrossed into. And of course, they all fell in love with L, aka yeah. And the reason this is at number 9, because for one, for me at least, it's on this top 10 list, unlike other ones. It may be not in the top 5, but it is in the top 10, so that would mean that I would actually go back and watch it if I want to. Like right now, I'm reading the manga right now because I want to see any differences and such. Number 8. Yes, number 8 is Full Metal Alchemist. And this is for both of them because I kind of combine them into like their own kind of thing, because they both add to the other a lot. And a lot of people would always have this like very high up. This anime very high up. I keep looking down. They would have it so high, very up high in their list of their top favorites. And for a while it was for me too, but that was because for me it was one of the first few that I've actually started with. Because it is a very good anime for beginners and for beginners and people coming in trying to start watching anime. And I did make a video about ending the debate for the 2003 versus Brotherhood kind of thing. I did that one. I made a video about that. And now, number 7 is My Hero Academia. Now, a lot of people here are probably gonna either hate me or like me because either they're gonna hate me because I have it so low on this top 10 list. Or they're gonna like me because I put a mainstream anime on very low on the list. And the fact is it considered one of the top, one of the big three now. I think it's considered one of the big three, and one big three anime now. I know Black Clover is one, but anyway, the reason this is so low right now is because there are others that I watch continuously, and like Death Note, I would go back to it. I'll go back to it sometimes, rewatch sometimes, but the ones that are in the top are ones that I would rewatch a lot more, if that makes any sense. Number 6, which this one is extremely controversial. Controversial if you like it or you hate it. That is, of course, Sword Art Online. And the reason right now it's so low on this list is because there are, like I said, others that I would always want to either rewatch or. But this one was very close to, and I'll tell you what beat it out of the top 5 in a second. The reason being that we haven't had much except for the movie that came out. Yeah, there hasn't been much for it except for the movie, and that's about it. There's the alternative, but I'd put that on a separate thing because it's separate from SAO right now because it's its own thing. And I mean, yes, there is the next season coming out, I believe, fall. In the fall anime season. So right now it's at there, but it may go up by that time. I don't know. And now for the top 5. Number 5, which is an anime I never heard of until I started watching the Anime Man's videos, this is the Monogatari series. And the reason this isn't not up top is because it's weird. It's good. It's good weird though. But there are times where that it does go by, like the dialogue does go by extremely fast, but that kind of plays for itself in the whole series. Because that's the point. Not the point, but that's just how it is made, is that there's always like a lot of fast talking, a lot of dialogue, a lot of like text that comes up and then disappears. So that's why it's at the bottom of the top 5 for now. And so I'll have some more of it to watch. This next one is definitely the reason this is in the top 5. Next one is in the top 5 is because I have rewatched this so many times as well. Plus, I recently bought, not recently, it's like a month ago maybe, or 2 to 3 weeks ago, I bought the game for it that came out. And anyway, that is what you see right here is Attack on Titan. And the reason that is up is because every time a lot of people have waited for the second season. When that came out, it was revealed that the third season was not too far off. So that got me really excited. So that's kind of the anticipation of waiting for more, because I've also read the manga all the way up to date, so I know what's going to happen, and I can't wait for it to be animated as well. So that's another reason why it's very up top, because I know what's going to happen, and I can't wait to see how it will be animated. This next one is number number 3 is Kill la Kill. Even though I haven't rewatched it a lot, man, this is one anime that I definitely would prefer the dub over, no matter what. Not for like convenience or even anything like that. This is because I did watch it subbed first, and then I watched it dubbed on Toonami whenever they played it at that time. And I actually extremely enjoyed the dub of Kill la Kill. And I just like all of these different characters that are in it. But the reason I haven't rewatched it is been able to rewatch it because, one, there's nowhere that has the dubbed, because this is one that I would I would watch it subbed, but I definitely prefer the dubbed. Then I can never find any dub of it. It's not on Crunchyroll. I think maybe it's on Hulu, but I'm already paying for Crunchyroll and Funimation. I'm not going to pay for another service right now. And getting like the DVDs of it, it's freaking expensive. So that kind of goes along with Sword Art Online, the fact that well, actually no, I can't. I can watch it on Netflix now. Season 2 dubbed on Netflix. That's what I heard, that it was like that. But back to Kill la Kill. This is one that is one of the first ones that I watched. That was an original, as far as I know, it was an original series, not made. It was not made. It's not based off of a manga or a light novel or a visual novel or anything like that. It was just created as an original show. So that's another reason why I really liked it. Plus a manga was made for it afterwards, and I do plan on getting that at some point and reading that, because I can't afford the damn disc, the damn DVDs, because that's the cheapest I'm gonna get. It's like what, $40, 50 bucks for a volume, DVD volume for it. That's crazy. Anyway, this is going to be very surprising if some of you don't know. For the longest time, Fairy Tail has been my top favorite for so long. Well, there has been an anime I've been watching that has debunked Fairy Tail to the number 2 spot. So there you go. The number 2 spot for me is Fairy Tail. See, because like I said, that's still up there. It's one that I've rewatched like so many times, and I still watch it. Though this is one that, although I do like the dubbed, I would prefer the subbed, because it is a TV. It is rated TV-14, but they can't but the dub kind of made it like a TV PG kind of one. Besides all the sexual stuff. The erotic stuff that happens. They kind of made like the voices more PG, for one thing, for most of it. Later on, it started to get a little more TV-14, a little bit more. And also, I'm very excited and sad that it is ending with the final season by the end of this year. It'll start its final season. And now this top one is one that I have been watching. This top one is like Kill la Kill. I think it was made by the same studio, or at least one of the studios is the same one that made Kill la Kill, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And like Kill la Kill, it is an original story that was just made, not, like I said, not based off of anything like manga, light novel, etc. And this one is the one that had a big controversial early about a few weeks ago, and that is Darling in the Franxx. I really can't explain why it's in my number one spot. I just extremely like this anime. I like all the characters in it. I just like how the world. I want to find out what this world is that they're in, because there's a lot of mystery to that world, and I really hope that there are some answers that we get some answers about what that world is and why it's the way it is. And I guess there you go. That's my top 10 anime that are my top 10 favorite anime as of this recording, I guess. If you like this video, why not consider subscribing for more otaku content, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.